National Mall truly is America's front yard. It demonstrates we the people, this great democratic space, a place where people can come and have a picnic, can throw a frisbee, they can demonstrate. It's the home of these large, iconic memorials.
You know, the Washington Monument really is the symbol of our country's democracy. Also a tribute to the founding of our country and the principles of our country. It is the #1 symbol in America that's recognized by 97% of the entire country.
A 5.8 earthquake is not really a typical occurrence here in Washington, D.C. In fact, the last time that happened was over 100 years ago. The earthquake caused large cracks that went all the way through the structure. And before we could do anything to even temporarily patch those cracks, a tropical storm came through the area and caused huge amounts of water to flow through the cracks into the monument. The Washington Monument at its base is about 15 feet thick, but up at the very top, the pyramidion level, it's about 7 to 8 inches thick, and so that is the location where there was the most significant damage. Half of the money to repair the Washington Monument was actually to erect the very complex scaffolding and to take it down again. Immediately the concern was, how are we going to pay for this?
Our very first contributions came from a family, the Reagans in Texas.
David Rubenstein, who immediately called up the Park Service and said, I would like to help get the Washington Monument open again.
And then the federal government put up $7.5 million for the Washington Monument.
I'd like to welcome you to National Mall and Memorial Parks and to the reopening of the Washington Monument.
We had an amazing celebration on May 12th to not only give it its due, but to celebrate the fact that after 2 years of being closed for restoration, that the public could go up in it again.
The reopening of the Washington Monument after all the earthquake repairs was a really huge undertaking for the whole park. I'm excited to have it open. I'm excited to see people use it. I'm excited to see how it interacts with the landscape and everything else. The earthquake did not do any damage to the turf on the National Mall.
The earthquake really is pretty much what the mall faces on an annual basis here, every day, with all the 26 million feet that walk across it, the softball games, the football games, the baseball games, the movie nights.
Turf excellence is not just it's a visual thing, it's how it performs. I mean, this is the finish that people interact with.
All of that activity on turf really provides a great challenge for maintaining it. It compacts the soil, it mats the grass down, it kills the grass in some areas.
Wherever you are, whether you're on a golf course or a sports field or the mall or a park, I mean, it's what people picnic on, it's what they hit a ball on, it's what they get tackled on, it's what they kick a soccer ball on. It's important that this hold up to all sorts of different uses.
The maintenance of the turf on the panels here at the National Mall is absolutely remarkable.
A couple of years ago, we started restoring the turf from 3rd to 7th Street. We literally removed 48 inches of soil over blocks and blocks of area.
To see what it went from to where it is today on the front 3 panels here between the Washington Monument and the Capitol is absolutely amazing.
And now when you look at the expanse of work that's been done from 3rd to 7th, and the expanse that has yet to be done, you can see the difference in the quality of work.
And people are very excited about the efforts that we're taking forward to continue the work.
John Deere's contribution to the Trust for the National Mall and the National Mall and Memorial Parks was critical to the success of the turf program that we put in place. The National Mall really should be a symbol of the best products, cutting-edge technology, and having John Deere's contribution to that really brings the Park Service into the 21st century.
There's never enough public money to enable us to do all the work that is required here.
Donations to the National Mall are critical to our success.
We have people that have given $100, $1, thousands of school kids across America that gave pennies to build the Lincoln Memorial. And one of the other great gifts we have is our volunteers who give their very valuable and precious time to us.
As a volunteer at the National Mall, my assignment is at the World War II Memorial.
I've volunteered at the concerts that they hold at the U.S. Capitol.
We're sort of the main staple of the Vietnam Memorial here at the National Park Service.
I can do something as simple as handing out brochures or maps, answer anybody's question about whatever memorial they're at.
America's front yard really needs your help.
So we ask, everyone that comes here as a visitor to think about their role in stewardship. And, maybe they can't give money, maybe they can't even come and give time, but maybe they can help to spread the story of the National Mall and how important it is.